Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yasin. Wal Quran al Hakim. Innaka laminal mursaleen. Ala siratal mustaqim. Tanzilul Azizul Rahim. Litunzira qawman ma unzira aba'uhum fahum ghafilun. Sadaqallahu al-Azim.
Thank you, Farhan. I would now like to welcome Architect Ramesh Beg, Chairman, Institute of Architect Pakistan, Karachi chapter, to the stage for the welcome address.
Honorable Chief Guest, the Governor of Sindh, Imran Ismail Saab, President IAP, Arif Changezi, IAPEX 220 Convener Bisma Askari, members of the IAP National Council, members of my Karachi Executive Committee, distinguished IAPEX speakers, foreign guests, my fellow architects, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu Alaikum. On behalf of the Executive Committee of the Karachi chapter, as well as the IAPEX 2020 Organizing Committee, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you to IAPEX 2020. IAPEX over the years has established itself as a strong brand originating in Karachi in 2004. It is now held in all 4 chapters nationwide, and it is one-of-a-kind building materials exhibition and conference. IAPEX in Karachi is growing each year through the tremendous support of the building industry, as well as the hard work of the IAPEX committee. I am pleased to announce that this year we are booked to capacity in all 3 exhibition halls. The products on display cover all aspects of the building industry and are of excellent quality. I'm sure you all will be visiting the 3 stalls and be a source of encouragement to our sponsors and vendors. The IAPEX conference, with its engaging theme titled Designing Narratives, boasts a who's who of architectural and design talents from not only across the nation but from countries like Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Sweden. We truly look forward to the intellectual discourse through the stories told in the coming couple of days. And it's amazing how lovely this conference hall has come out. The student design charrette students have been brought to the conference hall. You can see them working up there at the mezzanine 4 level. They're taking their job very seriously, as I can still see that they're working up there. Please take time out to visit them and encourage them in their endeavors. The student design charrette is very unique. Okay, instead of having the various colleges compete against each other, we actually divide them into groups where they work as a team and they learn to collaborate with each other. The computerized registration system launched last year is in full effect this year. This will continue to help us understand which sessions were most popular amongst the audience, but will also help our members gain CPD points for the recently launched PCATP's Continuing Professional Development Program. We are privileged to partner with PCATP for the CPD program and have already carried out several point awarding programs since last year's IAPEX. You will find our energetic architecture students in the Student Expo, which is being held in the corridors leading up to the conference hall. Please again do take time out to see their work and encourage them. All this, of course, is not possible to put together without a dedicated team. We have surely been lucky in that respect. The Karachi Chapter Executive Committee, as well as the IAPEX Organizing Committee, comprises of diverse and dynamic individuals who have come together to make all this happen for you. Please, a big round of applause for them. This year, I found them even more comfortable than last year with their tasks allotted, and most of them are ready to be our next line of IAP leaders. I'm truly proud of them, and I appreciate their tireless efforts. Well done. IAPEX, of course, is a mega event of the Karachi chapter, but it is not the only event. Over the year, we have had regular seminars, organized excursions, field trips, participated in healthy sporting activities. And on that note, I would love to welcome, we have a cricket legend here with us, Mr. Greg Chappell from Australia. Truly honored to have, for a pretend cricketer like me, it's an honor to have him in our company here today. And of course, I would like to take this opportunity to offer to the Honorable Governor any help with respect to projects which concern persons with disabilities, because the IAP has been working for their betterment for the past few years. Finally, I would like to report on our under construction IAP house. The auditorium is fully operational, and many of you have already attended events we have hosted there. Slowly but surely, further sections will be up and running in the near future. I hope you have a fantastic experience of IAPEX 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Architect Ramesh. I would now like to welcome our main sponsor of the IAPEX 2020, Brighto Paints, Mr. Ali Khan, to the stage.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Guest, President IAP Arif Changezi Saab, Ramesh Beg Saab, worthy audience, dear architects, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ali Khan and I represent Brighto Paints, which is a proud national brand at the moment. And Honorable Craig Chappell is over here. We are fan of cricket and we are one of the biggest sponsors of cricket in Pakistan as well at the moment. We are exporting our products to 7 different countries. It is all because of the hard work we have done, the quality of the product Pakistani national brands can produce. And obviously, if we can produce good quality, we can become global player as well. We all know Pakistan is going through a great recession at the moment. And we all have a very, very important role to play. I always insist, every forum I go to, I always insist, like Prime Minister Imran Khan says, that we need to rely on our national products, national industry, so that we can come out of this recession period with dignity and pride. We must show respect to Pakistani-made things in our homes, offices, industries. It is crucial for our survival to keep alive our values, traditions, culture, and heritage. Imagine we are a nation of 220 million people. We have a huge market at home. We have to show respect to our national brands. This is what I can request. And one more thing, Architect Shahid Abdullah Saab once said to me, those companies who are not paying full taxes, I request, do not work for them. Kindly do not work for them and do not work with them. Let us change before there is nothing left to change. All I want to say, be Pakistani and buy Pakistani. And I would like to especially say thanks to Architect Ramesh Beg and Architect Bisma, who actually shown their intent on GeoTV the other day. You have shown your intent to promote Pakistani brands. In this very expo for the next 3 days, you will see how our national brands have emerged. And on behalf of Brighto Paints, in the end, I would like to thank all the exhibitors, IAP members who have given us such a great platform. I thank you all. Long live Pakistan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ali Khan. I would now like to welcome President Institute of Architects Pakistan, Mr. Arif Changezi, to the stage.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Governor of Sindh, Mr. Imran Ismail Saab, Chairman IAP Karachi Chapter, Architect Ramesh Beg, Convener IAPEX, Architect Bisma Askari, Organizing Committee, past IAP Presidents, members of the National Council of IAP, fellow architects, students, exhibitors, sponsors, Assalamu alaikum. I'm honored to be here again this year at the opening of the IAPEX 2020 after last year's most successful IAPEX organized by IAP Karachi chapter and inaugurated by the Honorable Governor of Sindh. We are fortunate to have him again this year as the chief guest, for which I wish to thank for gracing this opening ceremony again this year, inshallah. IAPEX, as most of you know, was initiated some 16 years ago through the efforts of the past IAP president, late Arshad Abdullah Saab, with an aim to construct IAP House. IAP House, alhamdulillah, as just chairman of the IAP Karachi chapter has just said, has become a reality, alhamdulillah. But at the same time, IAPEX has also become one of the most prestigious building material exhibition in the country, through the efforts of all our past and present IAP office bearers in Karachi. I would like to, apart from that, we also have this IAPEX in Lahore and Islamabad and Peshawar, and members, office bearers of the Karachi chapter, past and present, whose consistent and hard work and commitment and have earned IAP this unique status, deserves to be commended and appreciated for their great contribution. IAPEX, apart from the building material exhibition, has also provided a unique platform each year that allows not only the people associated with the profession to interact, but also engages through seminars, conferences, and students' workshops to cultivate a sense of fraternity on both national and international level. Designing narratives, which is the theme of this year's IAPEX, is more of a poetic take on architecture which allows for thoughtful discourse, not restricted to the architects, but to all the creative minds. We all are creating our stories in a way, and if done in a positive manner in favor of a better built environment, we can be part of something bigger and meaningful in this narration. The international conference, which will be held concurrently with the building material exhibition at the Karachi Expo Center, is expected to generate some interesting discussions and stories attached to the design process by eminent national and international speakers from our profession, academia, and even from the field of the fine arts. I thank all our esteemed speakers for accepting our invitation and becoming part of this great event. I'm sure all the participants, including architects and students coming from all over the country, will enjoy this series of interesting events that have been planned for the 3 days of IAPEX 2020. It would also give them an opportunity to reconnect with the fellow architects across the country and abroad, gather new inspirations and ideas generated out of the technical sessions of the conference and exhibition. In the end, I wish to congratulate Chairman of the IAP Karachi Chapter, Architect Ramiz Beg, Convener IAPEX, Architect Bisma Askari, Executive Committee of IAP Karachi Chapter, Organizing Committee, and the students volunteers for their tremendous efforts that they have made in organizing this prestigious annual event, which is all set to be yet another successful IAPEX like all previous ones. I thank you very much and hope for the luck.
Thank you, Architect Arif Changezi Saab. I would like to request you to please stay on stage. And along with Architect Ramiz Beg, Chairman IAP, and Convener IAPEX, Architect Bisma Askari, to present the memento for Chief Guest, Honorable Governor of Sindh, Imran Ismail. Thank you. I would like to request Mr. Imran Ismail Saab to please say a few words for the conference.
Thank you so much. Arif Changezi Saab, President IAP, Mr. Ramiz Beg, Ms. Bisma Askari, Ms. Tamina Naqvi, Mr. Ali Khan, and visiting guest, Honorable Greg Chappell, guests, architects, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Besides Greg Chappell, I see a couple of foreign dignitaries, guests here, and I welcome them all to Pakistan. Your visits to Pakistan enhance our stance that Pakistan is a safe place, and it's no more a place where people used to say it's a terrible place. It was perceived as a terrible place because we were inducted into war for 20 years. We were fighting a battle, a war against terror, and for which we were pushed to fight because we were left with no option but to fight. And we lost 70,000 lives there. And yet Pakistan was labeled as a terror state, which was absolutely and entirely wrong, because once you're fighting against terror, there's a lot of bad elements enter to your country, and then you have to learn to survive with it and fight with it in the meanwhile. So this is the story of Pakistan, but once you come to Pakistan, you see it for yourself, that this is the place which people talk about in negative terms, but it's not. So, and Alhamdulillah, Pakistan is now rated as the #1 tourist country in the world, so we are very proud of it and we're taking full advantage of it. I'm also thankful to IAP because exhibitions like these not only enhance the business opportunities, they don't only provide the business opportunities, but they also help the government to enhance the image of Pakistan. It is the country is turning back to a normalized state, and these exhibitions are economically very viable now for the companies participating in it, for the customers coming in. Look at the footfall we are receiving here. Look at the amount of business it's generating every year that goes past by. It's getting more than what it was last year, and again more than what it was last year. New students, architects coming in and helping build the economy. In Pakistan, the government of Pakistan has announced the low-income housing scheme that's called Naya Pakistan Housing. And there's a big enthusiasm from all sectors of belonging to the construction side of the business, be it architect, be it engineers, consultants, service providers, cement factories, and so on. And I would like to ask you to help government of Pakistan to reduce the cost of the low-income housing scheme that government of Pakistan is planning to come up with. And for the first project, we are starting from Punjab. Then the second one is coming in Sindh, and third is going to KPK and then Balochistan. So these are the main features of the low-income housing that government is going to offer to those people who cannot afford to build their houses. And the plan is to offer them the repayment plan is so soft that they can, I mean, right now if they are living in a rented house, they can actually pay the same amount to the government and own the house in a few years. So I think this is the right platform for me to ask for help. And if anyone is willing to help, any company is willing to help, any individual willing to help, please contact me so I can put you through to the right sources. I thank you once again. I was here last year too, and this is bigger than last year, and inshallah it will keep growing. And soon you'll be running out of space here, and you'll find a new place to do your exhibition. Thank you so much. Pakistan Zindabad.
Thank you, Honorable Governor of Sindh, for taking out the time and attending our conference. I would now like to welcome Architect Bisma Askari, convener IAPEX 2020, for the vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Guest, Governor of Sindh Imran Ismail Sahab, President IAP Arif Changezi Sahab, Chairman IAP Karachi Chapter Ramesh Beg, IAP National Council members, architects from the fraternity, students, vendors, exhibitors, welcome to IAPEX 2020. It gives me great pleasure to stand here in front of you and as convener IAPEX 2020 to represent designing narratives. Architecture in itself is a visual device of storytelling, and it captures what has happened in the future. It displays the identity of the present and tells stories for the future. That's why we thought it as the apt topic for this IAPEX 2020, as it is in the 16th cycle of IAPEX. IAPEX started 16 years ago with one hall of Expo Center. Today we have occupied 4 halls for IAPEX 2020, 16 years later. So it gives me great pleasure that we've been able to do this. This has all happened with the help of the sponsors, the vendors who put extreme amount of trust and faith in all of us, with the help of our marketing manager, Tehmeena ji, our event managers, all of you who are here today, and of course, the organizing committee, who has put in a lot of hard work and a lot of effort into bringing this show for you. They have put in, we have had disagreements, agreements, happy times, bad times, but at the end of the day, we bring to you IAPEX 2020. And I would, last but not the least, like to thank Ramesh Beg for putting his faith in me as convener IAPEX 2020. It was a task at hand, and I have hopefully been able to stand to the standard of the previous conveners for IAPEX. And all I will say is thank you for being here and being a part of this, despite whatever came about yesterday, and hopefully you will enjoy the next 3 days of IAPEX 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Architect Bisma Askari. We will now disperse for lunch and prayer break and reconvene here at around 2:15 for the conference. Thank you.